Welcome back to the Basement Movie Room. So we're here to discuss Peacemaker, Episode 1, brought to you from James Gunn and John Cena.
Yeah.
So, Peacemaker, obviously, we got a taste of him in the Suicide Squad. Thought he died, but at the end of the Suicide Squad, we obviously discovered that he did not die. So the show opens up on him in the hospital, and they're like, "Oh, yeah. You're discharged. You're good to go. You just had a broken collarbone. You're good to go," which is hilarious because he got shot like right here in the neck, but his collarbone is broken. So, and a building fell on him. Yeah. So he's like, it's pretty impressive that I survived that, right? So the opening is pretty funny with his interaction with a janitor about just being able to leave, and you come to find out when he leaves. Spoilers, by the way, for the first episode. He's seen 3 episodes. I've only seen the first episode. We find out when he leaves, it's all part of a plan from Amanda Waller to put him back into service for her, essentially. And you get a short little cameo from Viola Davis as Amanda Waller in this. Yeah. But you get like his new handler, Myrn, and the blonde gal, I can't remember her name. She and the bearded guy, and a new girl who we discover...
Beard dye.
Yeah, we discover is Amanda Waller's daughter, actually, in this movie, that's working to be a handler for Peacemaker. John Cena. Chris Smith is his name. Funny enough, the most generic vanilla white guy name in the world, Chris Smith.
You can call me Chris.
Christopher Smith. So Peacemaker gets out. They come to his trailer, which is painted with the American flag, and let him know that he's not really free, that he's supposed to be in prison for 30 years, but they're letting him out so he can work Project Butterfly, which is an assassination project to kill certain targets. The first one, I think, is a U.S. senator, I think they say. Mm-hmm. So he's kind of, a little pissed off that, he's not actually free, but he's like, yeah, that's cool, I'll work for you guys, just stay out of prison. And
because he only served 4 years.
Yeah, he only served 4 years.
So they got him by the...
Yeah. I mean, technically, he did do what Amanda Waller asked him to. They did take down Project Starfish in Suicide Squad.
But he was in there for a reason.
He killed Rick Flag. Yeah. That bastard.
So they do a whole...
Yeah,
they go back quite
They give a flashback. He's like, I killed Rick Flag. And it's like, that's not something we asked you to do. So it's like, he's like, whatever. Yeah. So, he's putting back together his life. He goes to visit his dad, who's played by the T-1000, Robert Patrick.
Oh my God.
And his dad is a real asshole. He's like, Cena's like so happy-go-lucky in the role, and his dad's completely like just a complete dick to him.
Totally took after his mother.
And we get Eagly, which is fantastic. His pet eagle, who gives him a hug.
Huge hug. Yeah.
And nobody believes him about the hug because his dad didn't take a picture of it.
Yeah.
And
he bites at everybody.
Yeah, he's only friendly to Cena.
Yeah.
So we discover his dad's somewhat like a supervillain of some sort. I think that comes in later in the episodes.
Yeah,
but he's got this very racist. Drops the gay F-bomb in the episode.
And there's more to come.
There's more to come, I'm sure. So, his dad certainly has no belief in him, but his dad gives him a new helmet, and he gets to pick out which helmet he wants. We don't know what helmet he picks out to the end of the episode. Yeah. We just, there's a lot of... the very end of the episode, there's a helmet that gives you... What is it? Scabies?
Scabies.
Yeah. There's a post-credit scene. Like, this helmet gives you scabies. Why do I want scabies? Every man should have scabies at some point in his life. He's like, okay. That's a great little stinger there.
Yeah.
So
make you a better man or something like that. He says something.
Yeah. It's so funny.
To test you. Yeah, that's what it is.
To test you.
Just to test you.
So, this episode doesn't really move things forward much. It basically, they give Cena a file, and then he goes out and tries to have, sex with one of his handlers, who rejects him fully, and then he picks up this 1980s lady from this bar, and she ends up being an assassin that tries to kill him. And
Cinderella, the band,
the Choir Boys
plays.
It's the Choir Boys.
Was it the Choir Boys?
Choir Boys. That's the name of the album he played. Cinderella was one of the albums he looked at. But ultimately, he picks the choir voice, and it's singing into a vibrator.
Yeah, it plays heavily into this episode.
And he gets attacked with a knife by this lady he picked up at a bar, who has some ridiculous powers. She's not human, it seems like. So, not sure what that's going to lead to, at least for me. Maybe you are. So, he fights her off, and you figure out what his helmet does. It's the Sonic Boom helmet, which seriously can fuck some shit up.
Yeah.
So, that's kind of the end of the episode. There's not much that goes on in this episode. It's just kind of set up for the rest.
It builds the characters pretty well.
Yeah, it does.
Without having to overly explain. Because, I mean, you get a lot of characters from the Suicide Squad.
Yeah,
we're in the office coordinating things.
Yeah, the one guy in the restaurant that's super excited that he's back and tells the guy, tells his coworker that he's excited because his girlfriend's pregnant and they're going to have an abortion.
Yeah. He's
like,
you want to come? He's like, no.
No, I don't want to go to your abortion. Thank you.
Go to your...
It was, it's great. So, and I've already seen previews for episode 2 knowing who that guy is.
Yeah, a lot of awkward humor.
Yeah, awkward.
It's the James Gunn. There's times, the one knock, I was telling you about it. The one knock I did have on the show is the humor of James Gunn can play out too long.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, let's move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
Because you played out that joke and it's not funny really now.
Yeah, it
so
stops.
Let's move. Let's move on to the next
James Gunn from St. Louis, where
Louis,
we are.
Love him here.
Yeah.
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 So
him and Sean.
Yeah.
They're bros.
Wearing a Cubs hat.
So that's kind of where it is. Ultimately, it's a James Gunn show, like you were saying.
It's fun.
There's no doubt. It's
so
fun.
much fun.
Cena's really good.
Written and directed by Gunn.
Yeah.
I think all three episodes.
All 3 of them.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna get into any spoilers.
Yeah, don't spoil it for me. I'm gonna watch the rest of them soon.
Yeah. First episode does a good job, but
Yeah, Cena's great.
Projected pretty well.
Cena's great in the role. Like you said, you're not a big fan of Cena.
I'm not a big fan of Cena, but he's good in this.
Yeah, Cena's good for this role.
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean, he's like so... His body type is so odd.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's a big guy, big muscular guy, but his body type is so odd.
Yeah.
And to see him in whitey tighties.
Yeah.
It's a little disturbing, but you can't stop watching because of the scene that it's taking place in.
It's wild.
Yeah. It is. It's a good time.
Yeah.
So DC kind of needs this.
They do. Yeah. And HBO Max is like, please, people watch this.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a good show so far. At least one episode in, you say it's worth watching the 3 episodes that they premiered. No, I'm sure I will.
Yeah, there's nothing that's like, oh man, gonna blow your mind.
Yeah,
it's
not that kind of show.
It's just fun, stupid hero.
Oh, the intro's great.
Stupid hero.
The intro for the show with him dancing with very serious faces.
Yeah.
So good, worth watching for that.
Yeah, seeing Robert Patrick, doing his little dances.
It's great.
Worth it.
Great.
But
the old man as well, next door neighbor old man.
Oh God, yeah. So I call this a stupid hero show.
Yep, that's what it is. All right, I don't have much else to say about it. Let's go to rating for the first episode. I'll go first. I'll give the first episode 4 stars out of 5. It's not perfect. It's something I'm going to keep watching though. That's basically it.
Yeah, I'll go with 4 as well.
Yeah.
I give it a little higher, but like I said, some of the humors goes a little too long for me, and it kind of pulls you out for a second.
Oh yeah.
And then it gets back to the craziness. So, but that's James Gunn.
That is James Gunn.
Guardians 2, I think, kind of.
Did you ever see
a good example of his?
Did you ever see Slither?
I've seen bits and pieces.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's interesting. It has some good. It has comedy in it like that, and then it has some
that's one
gross out moments.
Earlier.
Yeah, outside of his trauma stuff, that's one of his earlier ones. Yeah.
So.
All right.
Maybe we'll do a review on Slither.
Maybe. For sure.
Halloween's coming up.
It's like 7 months, 8 months, 9 months. It's January.
So.
Fuck you! It's January.
So unlike the last review that we did, Matrix.
Yeah.
This is not a dumpster fire.
No, this is a anti-dumpster
It's
fire.
anti.
Yes.
So just like he's an anti-hero.
All right.
All right.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Cheers.
What was that?
It's a grenade I tied to a Russian tank shell.
Why not just the grenade?
Grenade blows up like 2 people.
How many people does this blow up?
I don't know. I invented it this morning.
What?
Eat peace, mother.